Today's episode begins with a report on the Ozza reactor, which produces 2.2 million kilowatts per second, a remarkably high energy output equivalent to half of a nuclear power plant. The recently discovered fuel source, resembling cubes, can generate unlimited heat through fusion reactions. This represents clean and low-cost energy, with energy prices in Ozza City unprecedentedly lower than anywhere else in the world. The report concludes, and we see all members of the organization seated as the minister cautions them not to rush into engaging with the energy ministry. He warns of the fishing nets and environmental groups vehemently opposing any coastal construction. Even if the ministry approves, it won't suffice. The Ozza reactor official informs them that they've formed a consultative committee with reputable individuals who have agreed to join Ozza, all listed here. He suggests that animosity is just another form of intense interest, making changing people's stances easier than imagined. The minister, astonished, questions how this was achieved. He is told that hastening such processes always accompanies failure. The Ozza reactor official admits to bribing these people, then presents the paper for the minister's approval. The scene shifts to Iman and Higan in the truck, where Iman reveals that part of Yumaji's plan involves allowing Ozza's power to flex its muscles, aiming to seize all energy infrastructure and control each country from within. Upon becoming one of its leaders, she discovered that the organization was merely a puppet in Ozza's hands. Yumaji and the others no longer exhibit the honor or respect for the ninja's spirit. All the time spent observing them was to assist Higan. The scene then shifts to Mike and Jason, with Jason visibly tense, questioning why Mike informed him about the ninja when there's nothing more dangerous than them. Mike tells him there's no time for worry now, as this place isn't safe. They could be attacked at any moment. Jason becomes agitated, blaming Mike for dragging him into this chaos. Mike questions if Jason truly believes it would have been better to ambush alone in that deranged cave. He explains that's what happens when you meddle and mess with these people. Once you put your neck on the line, all you can do is keep pushing forward. So continue the investigation, remember your grievances, and help me put an end to them. Jason then informs Mike he'll need a computer first, then asks about the name he recognized on the list, referring to Iman. The scene transitions to Iman in front of the computer. Suddenly, she activates the suit and emits an extremely high wave from the truck, causing a citywide blackout. Higan moves the truck through the traffic jam, overrunning police officers. Then we see the officer ordering the drones to fly, but the electricity grid is completely down. So the person in charge of the currents informs him they won't be able to, as the entire system is malfunctioning. Thus, Higan and Iman can escape. Then Higan asks her about Yamaji's whereabouts, and she informs him she doesn't know, but she's sure he's planning something now, so their actions have left them no choice. She hands him the laptop, telling him they need to take the next steps as soon as possible. They'll head to Yamagi's unfinished power station and use its power to overload Heijan's Gushoku suit. They'll take all the portable energy tanks, and her sources indicate that the organization's leaders will be there to ensure the suit operates smoothly. She also informs him that his performance in the last battle was exemplary and asks if he remembers the feeling she had. The more focused he is, the smoother the Gushoku suit works, so he must control his anger. In the night, we see Higan sitting alone, reminiscing about the night his wife Mary and son's murder. Then we see Iman in the truck, stating that controlling the Gushoku suits in battle relies on the heart and willpower. She looks at Higan on the monitor and says, "But despite that, you'll always be the one protecting him." The scene shifts to the three guards facing the ninja and engaging in combat. Members of the organization watch through surveillance monitors, with the Ozza reactor official informing the defense minister that these are the results when the suit is used at maximum power. The defense minister acknowledges the potential threat posed by the ninja. At the power station, electronic operations occur on the suit, and testing begins. Then we see Iman inside the power station, speaking to Higan through the headset, informing him that she secured a portable energy tank and is on her way to him. Suddenly, the evil suit appears and attacks her. Iman tries to escape, but then Higan appears in his Gushoku suit, protecting her. The evil suit informs them that he always wanted to fight a formidable opponent like Higan, and that he won't flee or hide in the shadows like a rat. He knows what he wants, and if they defeat him, he'll tell them where President Yamaji is. The battle ensues with the evil suit attacking Higan and managing to injure him. Then we see Iman talking to herself, saying that the enemy must have some plans up their sleeve. So how can she tip the scales in her favor before using these plans? Then she looks towards the reactor system and rushes towards it, saying that it will succeed if she manages to separate its ability to renew. While she heads towards the reactor, the evil suit attacks her, along with the enraged suit at the same time. The evil suit starts directing successive blows of rage, and she tries to evade them as best she can. Then we see Iman jumping over a piece of the suit, attacking her, placing her hands and using her energy to immobilize it, then jumping again. As she goes towards the reactor, another piece of the enemy's suit attacks her, but she overcomes it too by detonating it. Iman falls to the ground, and due to the force of the explosion, the ground cracks and she falls below. But the last moment, Higan catches her and saves her. Then we see that Higan's suit system has been disabled, and the evil suit informs them that the system is disabled, leaving them without power supplies. All he has to do is contact his crew, and Higan and Iman will be left for dead. Then the scene shifts to Higan and Iman in the truck, where he tells her not to come to protect him anymore. He treats her hand wounds and tells her that he knows she wants to fulfill Mary's wish. And Iman tells him that she promised herself to finish what she started, no matter the cost, as that's what her heart decided after Mary's death. And she doesn't expect him to understand because it's something personal she must achieve for herself. Suddenly, Emma's watch alarm rings, and she says that someone has turned on her computer, likely someone from the organization. The scene then shifts to Mike and Jason in the car, where Jason says fortunately they were able to leave without problems, as the signal from the FBI office was very helpful. Mike asks until when he thinks he can continue using it, and Mike tells him that being from the FBI office isn't important. Protecting innocent citizens is a duty he imposes on himself. Then Jason tells him that he can't crack the computer's encryption. It's very strong, so this girl named Iman must be an important person. Suddenly, the car radio turns on, surprising them. When Mike hears it, he falls silent for a moment and remembers the past, when he used to sit with Iman in the bar. He would ask her why she made her come here. She should stop acting alone so much. He knows she loves her job, but doing it alone is dangerous. Iman tells him she acts alone because she's a professional. There are times when delay in judgment can lead to serious mistakes. Mike warns her not to trust her friends too much, and their voices start to rise, drawing the attention of the people around them. Then Mike asks Iman if she knows how much time he spent searching, and he asks her to leave him to protect her, because in this world, a partner is like family. Iman looks at him and tells him they're not family. He's just her partner. Then Mike leaves her, takes the microphone, and starts singing. Then we return to reality and see Mike sitting with Jason in the car, both scared, thinking the organization has found them. When they get out of the car, they see Higan and Iman. Then we see everyone in the truck, where Mike asks her if she's cooperating with the FBI and impersonating a ninja all this time. Iman tells him that's not true. No one from the FBI knows her true identity. She was just following the organization's orders. Mike tells her that in this case, she's both a ninja and a spy at the same time. Iman tells him there's no excuse for what she did, and apologizing won't fix anything. Mike gets angry, telling her that her actions are unacceptable, and because of her, he only followed Jason to keep him away from the truth. What she did is worse than stabbing him in the back. It's against the law. Then he gets up, leaves, and tells him he needs to be alone for a while. When Mike leaves, he accidentally steps on explosives, injuring his legs. After a while, we see Iman with Mike in the truck, treating his leg wounds and apologizing to him for hiding the truth from him. Mike then takes out a paper from his pocket, on which is written, "I love my dad because he protects me from the bad guys." He tells Iman that his daughter died in an accident and he couldn't save her. These words haunt him like a curse he can't break, feeling like his heart is tied to them. If experience taught him anything, it's that all humans are like this, each going through their own struggles. He's tired of this curse, and now the same applies to her. Yet he's not angry at her for hiding things from him. Emma smiles and tells him she already told him before, "Let me have your back." He's very impressed by his daughter's drawing, and Emma tells him that although it seems like a curse to him, there might come a time when it proves to be useful. Then she asks him if he wants a drink like the old days, and he smiles. The next morning, we see Emma with Jason and Mike in front of the laptop. She tells them that the agency is building more and more power stations in an attempt to control the country's energy infrastructure, and the ninjas are the force they're using to achieve that. Jason asks when they developed this kind of technology because it's unbelievable. These scenes here won't pass as evidence and will quickly be dismissed as fake. Then Emma stands up and tells them they can't just sit here. They have to do something because leaving the organization's plans unchecked will result in the end of the country. The scene shifts to the organization members, where one of them suggests they either cover up this incident or make a public announcement to put the citizens' minds at ease. The person in charge of the Ozza reactor reassures them not to worry because the trust they've placed in him can withstand a small hiccup like this. Then he gives them a suspicious look, and our episode ends here. To watch more episodes, please subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell.